Okay, so we just got back from eating, and now I'm going to show you guys my storage closet and then some of my drawers. So, how I'm going to set this up basically is like I'm going to show you guys the storage closet and then the drawers, and then I'm going to take the plastic bins out and I'm going to show you guys right here because the lighting's better here. And I'm going to kind of take out like what's in the bins and show you guys what's in the bins. I think it's soothing seeing like what people like and what people like to buy. And I'll give you guys some tips for like how to organize your stuff because I know a lot of people have like random storage closets or they just have like a bunch of knickknacks and they don't know where to put them and stuff like that. So I want to give you guys some tips and tricks for that, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so starting out, this is like one of my random storage closets, and I will also insert like a before picture. But yeah, this is my first little storage closet. So this is how it looks now. And I'm going to insert the picture of how it looked after. Okay, so starting from the bottom, you guys can see that I put my suitcase right here. And then here I have my medical care, vitamins, hair accessories, and then the hair accessories are back here, vitamins and medicine up here. And then below I have gift cards, sentimental cards. So this is basically for like Christmas, birthdays, celebrations, whatever. And plus that way I can keep up with all my gift cards too. I don't have like a wallet full of random gift cards. And then this is like extra self-care items that I have down here. So yeah, the self-care items. And then this is my jewelry. So I don't have too much jewelry in here right now, as you can see. But I just wanted one place to keep all my jewelry. And then this is makeup. So this is like my extra makeup that I have. This is cake baking accessories. Haven't really gotten started with this quite yet, but I wanted an organized place to put it all. This is like random extra stuffed animals that I have that are in this bin. This is period care. My girlies that know. My best friend Abby actually got me this cute little ducky, so shout out to Abby. And then this is a heating pad. Okay, and then this bin right here is called my miscellaneous. So this is like a little bit of everything. So this is just random stuff that didn't really fit in the other categories that I just put in here. So like I have purses in here, like some kind of hair kit, extra bags, stickers, just, I call it miscellaneous. And I know it looks a little bit everywhere, but it's in layers. So, and then I put one of my extra backpacks on the coat hanger because I didn't want it just shoved in here. And then I have an extra suitcase right here. This is like my carry-on. So I don't know how well you guys can see these labels, but basically extra large bags are at the very top. Then I have some of Phoebe's winter jackets, Phoebe's sweaters, and then extra pet toys. And then over here in the corner is my books and journals. So yeah, that's kind of how I categorized everything. So I'm going to give you guys one last look, and then I'm going to give you guys some tips for how to get a really neat and organized storage closet. Okay, so my biggest tip for organizing your stuff is first, like, separate all the categories that you want in one bin and like individual piles. So I'm going to insert a picture of that in the next clip. Okay, and then I would recommend like measuring the well, I mean, if you want to measure the whole height of it, you can, but if you want to measure the height, you can, but mainly like the width of whatever your storage closet is. And then how you determine the bin size pretty much is based on how much stuff you have. So, for example, like I have very little of these little medical care, vitamins, and hair accessories. So obviously I wouldn't put this in like a big bin like this. You know, unless I had this much, which I don't think I ever would, but unless I had this much of medical care and vitamins and stuff, I would always keep it in a little bin. Same for my hair accessories. And then on another note, if you have bigger stuff, you know to put it in like a bigger bin. And then I got all these bins at Target. So that's probably like my quickest advice that I could really give, as well as like just make sure to keep your receipts and stuff like that as well. So if you get too many bins, or if you get some that are not the right size, but again, like if you measure your closet, like I measured it around this suitcase. So like my really big items that I knew I wanted to keep in here, like my suitcase and my carry-on, I measured up here and then I measured down here, basically based off of my really big suitcase. So let's say you have like a couple brooms right here and you know you want to keep it in this little corner, then just measure from like the brooms to right back here on the closet. And then that'll kind of determine your measurements. And based off that, that's kind of how you can buy your bins. And it's so much easier for me to find stuff. And again, I know people have like a lot of knickknacks and they just have no idea what to do with it. And this is what I do with my knickknacks and just my random stuff. Okay, so we're going to go through our medical supplies or medical vitamins, and then hair accessories, and then we're going to do our cards, sentimental cards, and then candy. So I'm gonna give you guys a good little tip for this one, so be on the lookout. So first, let's do our medical and then hairpins. So this is kind of, here, I'll show you guys. This is kind of like the overview of what it looks like, if you can see from a distance. So all my hair stuff is back here, like my hair accessories, and then my medical stuff is right here. So, I mean, I don't really think this is like super medical, but anyways, I have some like hydrogen peroxide, like random vitamins, again, that like I got for Christmas or like my birthday, castor oil, then like these, my mom actually got me these. And then for my hair accessories, I'm actually going to do a whole little video one day on this, and I'm really excited for it. But I got a bunch of these Japanese hairpins. So these are super pretty. I try to keep them in this plastic so that they don't get all tangled up. But I got my Japanese hairpins. I always like keeping these in little Ziploc bags. And then I got these pretty little flower accessories. These are really good for like the summer, and these don't really stay in my hair that well. I normally need like a little bobby pin for these, but remember this, one of my best friends, Elena, shout out to Elena, she got me these. These are really cute. And then this is like a little hair clip. And then if you guys watched my Miami vlog, I use these. I love these little cherry hairpins. Like I've actually worn these a couple times ever since I've gotten them, so I really like them. But yeah, I love how all these hair accessories are really easy for me to find. Like I said, pro tip, try to keep it in a bag. If you don't want to keep it in the original bag, then try to find like small Ziploc bags that you can keep them in, because it really does help everything from getting tangled. And you know, unless you have the really big clips, like the big clips, you may not need a bag for, but really quick, oh my god, look how pretty that is. Oh, I cannot wait to wear this. Okay, so on to, this one's going to be a kind of short one. This is not going to be that long, but anyways, so yeah, this is my gift cards, sentimental cards, and candy. Pro tip too, I purposely keep my candy in my storage closet, and it's like one of my second bins, because I don't want to have access to constantly snacking on candy and things like that. That's why I keep it in here. But anyways, let me give you guys like a little overview, kind of what it looks like from the top. So as you guys can see, my candy, and then all my cards. This is really good, especially if you get a lot of gift cards and like birthday cards, whatever, just so you can keep up with like the stuff that people get you, especially if it's like really sentimental or whatever, and the gift cards, because I don't like having a big thick wallet full of random stuff. So that's why I really like the gift cards. But yeah, I'm not gonna show you guys too much of this just because, but yeah, these are just like random gift cards I got, so whenever I need them, I know where they're at. These are like birthday cards, Christmas cards. I kind of have them stacked vertically, but yeah, a bunch of birthday cards, Christmas cards, stuff like that I keep in here. And then for the candy jar, Here, wait, I wonder if I can show you guys this from like, yeah, so I am definitely like a Willy Wonka candy gal. And I love, this is so random, but I love these little like gold mine candies. These things are so good. You can get them at Cracker Barrel. So if you have a Cracker Barrel, these are like the best little gums. My sister and I both love these. And then, as you can tell, obviously, cherry Laffy Taffy is my favorite Laffy Taffy. So I put that in these bins. I love the cherry Laffy Taffy. And then I have 2 things of these Gobstoppers. Gobstoppers is like honestly one of my all-time favorite candies. You used to be able to find these everywhere, or like especially like at the movies, but now these are actually really hard to find. Like my mom told me that she had to buy these off Amazon, so I love these Gobstoppers. Super good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for these little bins, and then I'm gonna show you guys my next couple bins. Okay, so now we're gonna do our jewelry, extra makeup, and self-care items. I'm gonna show you guys again kind of what it looks like from the top. So I'm actually gonna flip the screen for this one. So yeah, as you can see, this is my jewelry that I put in here. This is the extra self-care items. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this box right here. And then this is all my little extra makeup. So we're just gonna go through these bins. Okay. Sorry if there was a little bit of delay there, but anyways. So, okay. Basically, what's in my extra self-care, because this is stuff I didn't really have any room for in my bathroom. So we got some, oh my gosh. We got a little random pair of tweezers. And then we have a face mask. And then these extra little lip masks. And then I have these lint rollers that I put in here. I guess that counts as like self-care, but it could have went in my miscellaneous drawer, but I put them in my self-care because to me that's kind of like self-care or whatever. And then I have my razors, teeth whitening stuff, and then I have like a little bit of, sorry, I'm trying to keep this kind of like how I already set it in here, but like some extra breath mint spray. So here we're gonna put this back in here like we found it. And then we're gonna go through my extra makeup stuff. Like I said, if you watch my Miami vlog, like I'm still learning about makeup. So, you know, that's kind of why there's so much stuff in this extra drawer and not in my bathroom. But I got this little kit of these blender brushes, which I need to use a little more often, honestly. And then extra makeup brushes, some mascara, there we go. Some mascara. And then I have some eyeshadow. Well, so, okay. I have like my eye stuff. So like all my extra like eye stuff is in here. So I have like this little eyeshadow palette. This for my eyes. Of course, Stila. Everybody knows how much I love my Stila products. So these are like my eye stuff. This is like eyebrow stuff. And then we have, then we have some setting spray right here. And I have my, these are like lipsticks. I'm pretty sure these are my red lipsticks here. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, these are my red lipsticks. My dark red, I like to wear dark red lipstick every once in a while. And then I have like an extra like blending brush. And then I have this powder. I don't know the exact word for it, but like this extra powder stuff. So go ahead and put everything back in here. That's nice. And then we'll go through a little bit of my jewelry. Again, I don't have that much jewelry because I'm kind of picky about my jewelry. All right, let's see if anything's in here. Okay, so we have this really pretty necklace that my mom got me. I actually wore this when I went to go see my friend Abby. But yeah, this little, oh, sorry. There was really pretty Lux. This brand is like my favorite. Glassberries is like my favorite thing for necklaces. Like, I bought so much jewelry from them, and it lasts a long time. So they're kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but I think they're pretty good quality. I bought a lot of stuff from them. So, and then this is like my OG little like raspberry necklace. I've had this forever. Yeah, this is my little raspberry necklace. I've worn this thing so many times. And then look, the chain is still really, really good. So that's why I like buying their stuff. Okay, and I think I only have like 1 or 2 more. Okay, and then I got this. I got this from my mom. I actually haven't got to wear this yet. But this is like a little necklace that I bought from my mom. And, I mean, sorry, that my mom bought for me. Other way around. That my mom bought for me. And then this is really cool. I haven't worn this bracelet yet, only because like I'm scared of it breaking. But basically it's like a little kit. Here, wait, I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to show you guys from like this angle. It's like a little bracelet kit from like all the countries that I've been to. So it has like a bunch of individual flags in here. And then you just have to attach it to the bracelet. So again, I haven't worn this yet because I'm just scared it's going to break. Because I'm like, ooh. But I will eventually wear it. And I'm happy my mom got me this. So yeah, that's pretty much what's in these bins. And then I'm going to show you guys the last few bins. Okay, so this is like my miscellaneous bin. And I know it looks kind of chaotic, but like everything's kind of layered in a certain way. So like I know what's in here. So we're just going to kind of go through this. It's not that much stuff. I know it kind of looks a little weird, but whatever. So I put some of my purses in here. I want to show you guys, honorable mention. I love this little purse. I just got it, but I only worn it out once, but look how cute this little purse is. Oh my gosh, this thing is so cute. I love this purse so much. Hopefully the brand, yeah, this is the brand that the purse is right here. So if you guys want to buy a really cute penguin purse, that's the brand. You just want to screenshot that. And then this is like a random purse that I bought from TJ Maxx. So I love this little purse. I think it's super cute. And then, so I just bought this probably like a week ago. So this is like a hair conditioning, I guess, or strengthening kit. I saw it from this girl that, basically it's like this girl that does like Korean content, but she said that she learned about this from when she lived in Korea. So I bought this and I definitely want to use this at some point. I'm excited for that. So I got just, again, some random sunscreen. This is my all-time favorite sunscreen. Again, if you watched my Turks and Caicos vlog, I mentioned this, and this is the best sunscreen I've ever used in my life. And I've traveled a lot and used a lot of sunscreen. So shout out to this company. They are great. And then this is a moonshine cooler that I got when I went to Gatlinburg. So I love this cooler. I've actually used it a couple times too, which is why it's in this drawer, because it's actually come in handy more times than you could think. So, and then, okay, so this is really important. So I know this is like a random, it looks like a random bag. I just thought it was cute. It had like these cute little fishies and stuff on it. But this is actually my label maker. And I'll do a separate video like how I use this and stuff. But this is what I use to label all of my drawers, bins, whatever I need. I've used this label maker a lot, honestly. And it's really easy, really simple. I can't remember if it was expensive or not. So if I can't remember, it probably wasn't. So I don't think it was that expensive, really. Again, random phone cord. I don't even know if this phone cord works anymore. Honestly, I may need to throw this away. But random phone cord, little stickers, and then a purse that my best friend got me. So cute. I love this purse. I've actually used this purse a couple times. So here, I don't want all this stuff to be in the shot. And then these are like so one of my friends, I can't remember which one, but one of my friends got me this little cute ornament, so I'm going to use that for Christmas, and I wanted to keep it because she gave it to me. And then pens, pencil case. My mom got me this really cute little pencil case, so I love this thing. Random cute little pens that I have. And then the last thing, so this is extra soap So I like to use this for my guest bathroom. So I put it in here. And then honorable mention too, super cute. But my sister and her boyfriend, they got me this Bob's Burgers coloring book. Oh my God, I think this thing is so cute. So yeah, that's what's in my miscellaneous bins. Okay, so this one's gonna be kind of short and sweet, but this is my period care and my random stuffed animals that I have. So there's not much in these really, but we'll go through the period care first. So I have this really good heating pad. This is actually a heating pad that has Velcro on it, and it wraps all the way around your waist. So I really like this thing. And then just this weighted duck that I use that my friend Abby got me. I really love this, and it reminds me of her, of course, so I love it. And then we have our stuffed animals bin. Again, I don't have too much stuff in here really. So these are like extra squishmallows that I got for my birthday and Christmas. So these are extra little squishmallows that I have. They're so cute. And then I have this. And the only reason why I don't have these on my bed is because my dog Zoe will chew them up, and I don't want her to chew them up. But I do sleep with them sometimes. So I haven't took the tag off this, but I do sleep with them sometimes. So yeah, this was my period care, and these bins fit perfectly on top of each other. So that's these bins. Okay, so last but not least, my cake baking accessories stuff. I really do want to get into cake baking. The only reason why I haven't is because, as you can probably tell, like, I hate messes, and cake baking is so messy, and I feel so bad because I really want to get into it, but like, oh, it's just so messy. But anyways, so I have these random like little cup holders that are in here, and then like a bunch of different mixing spoons, and then this is like a cake holder, I'm guessing. So a lot of the stuff I left in plastic because I will eventually use it, and I'll probably take you guys along with me when I do use it. So these are like a bunch of different random toppers, and this is like sculpting stuff. So sculpting stuff, toppers. These are all, okay, yeah, here, I'm gonna try to show you guys this all in like one little, oh, well, of course they're at the very bottom, but, okay. This is like sculpting stuff for the cakes, so I thought that's cute. And then these are all like, I think these are the things for the icing. So little icing stuff. I think that's really cute. And then this is just a variety of like different molds and scrapers. So these are like little scrapers, a whisk. Like this is like a type of mold. Oh, it's hearts. I know you might not be able to really see, but yeah, these are like hearts molds. Different size baking pans that are in here. So I guess if you want to make like a 3-layer cake, it's like these little 3 layers right here. Excuse me if you hear the dogs, like it's their dinner time and I'm about to feed them. So if you hear the pooches, that's why. Okay. And then I think these are things to like set your cake on top of, I'm guessing. So yeah, that. And then again, just some more like accessories. So these are like yeah, this is like some kind of scissors. And this is like to mix the cake or whatever. And then these are like scrapers that you use for like cake. And then, sorry, I'm running out of room here. I don't want everything to be in the shop. And then, I don't know what this is. This is some kind of handle or something. And then these are icing bags. So these are like little icing bags. So, again, I will do this at some point. Just haven't gotten to it yet. And then these are more icing toppers. So yeah, this is pretty much like what's in my random storage closet. I'm not going to show the books and journals just because like my books and journals are kind of something really personal to me. I'm also a nonfiction reader. I'm not like a fiction reader at all. No shade to any of the, fiction readers out there. I'm a strictly nonfiction girly. Oh, sorry, stop fitting in there. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this. Oh, and also too, like Phoebe's like her little section. I'm not gonna do that bin right now either, because like I have a separate video that I'll probably do kind of regarding that. So overall, I hope you guys really enjoyed my bins. I hope you guys like seeing what was in my bins. Comment below if I gave you guys any helpful tips, or if you guys have any tips that you guys use to organize your stuff. So I hope this helps somebody, and I'm probably gonna make another little outro in a minute, but yeah, hope you guys liked it. Okay, now this is the drawer beside my bed. So right here I have a remote, and then this is my glasses and my contacts. So for when I want to wear my glasses and take my contacts out. This is just like a little random speaker, because this is like within the electronics, so that's why it's in here. And then here I have some Tylenol, I have some gum, and then right here I have my bonnet that I sleep with every night. I have my sleeping mask, and then I have a little bit of chapstick, a breath freshener, and then just some hand sanitizer. So I know this one was really short, but this is basically how I organize this bin. And when it comes to drawers, honestly, I recommend just buying like a random bin kit on Amazon or at Target, and then just rearrange your stuff around the sizing of those bins, if that makes sense. Like that's what I did for this drawer, because I don't really have that much stuff I'd want to keep in this drawer. Like I think the only other thing that I would get is maybe something right here to put my chargers in. But I typically use this for my chargers, so I don't really have to do that. But that's the only other way that I would fill in this gap. So yeah, this is my drawer beside my bed, and this is how I organize it. Okay, and then this is a drawer in my living room. I think this is really important, especially if you have a lot of friends or family, or if you live with a bunch of people. It kind of is good to have like a little cabinet in the living room that's easy for stuff to find. So I don't have that much stuff in here really, but I organized all the games. And then over here, I placed a little bin where all the extra remotes, speakers, any extra technology go in here, as well as cords. I always try to keep, pro tip, try to keep these little bands on these cords so that you can keep all the cords together. It really does help. Or if not, you can just use a hair tie for your cords and your bands. But I think it really does help to keep it organized. And then if I had any more technology, I would just measure this little section right here. Then I would buy a bin and put like the remotes. But again, I don't have that much extra technology stuff, so I put all my tech stuff right here along with my speaker cords down there. So yeah, I think having a drawer like this in a living room is really essential, and it just helps keep all your stuff together, and it's easy to find. So this is my like living room drawer, I would call it. Okay, excuse the dryer in the background, but this is the last like little drawer I'm going to show you guys. So this is the bottom of my, like, I guess, well, my guest bathroom carts. It's like in the front of my house though. But this is where I keep extra items, like extra essentials for my guest cart. I'm going to do a whole guest cart review one day, but I'm just going to show you guys this really quick. So this is cart backstock. So this is like my feminine pads, extra floss, extra wipes, deodorant, floss, breath fresheners, extra toothpaste, and then extra trash bags. I don't have that much trash bags in here right now, but they're the trash bags for my little trash can over here, and then extra toilet paper. So yeah, this is my lower drawer, like in my main bathroom, that I keep organized, and I keep all my guest card backstock. And again, I'll do a whole video on that. So yeah, so that's basically my drawer tour for today. Okay, so that was my storage closet and some of my drawers. That's how I organize all my stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed me taking things out and showing you guys and giving y'all some tips. And yeah, stay tuned for more.